Number one. Are you kidding me?
God.
Oh, wow.
All right, everybody, welcome back. This is the Re-Entry Buzz. Cole and I here have two blind pours in front of us that are courtesy of Mayor McCheese. Courtesy
Yeah,
of
one of our
McCheese here.
listeners,
So now
followers.
we've got a special thing going on here now where Mayor McCheese is sponsoring an episode of the Re-Entry Buzz. Now, if you would like to sponsor an episode of the Re-Entry Buzz, reach out because you could send us a sample and we will just put it straight on here because we don't know what it is. The answer is in a nice little envelope that you give us so we can drink it blind. We have no idea what it is. And we plan on doing this at least once a season for anybody who wants to send a sample our way with a little answer key so that we don't know what it is going into it. But now,
and you don't always have to send two for the record.
Oh yeah, I know. This is a extra special first goings on of this.
Yeah,
so
first
we have
time we've ever done two on one episode.
Obviously, we need to not know what it is. So Mayor was being a little cagey here. We don't know if these are related. They may or may not be. They might just be two fun, interesting separate pours. But we're going to go through them, try to figure out whether we like them or not, whether we think they're related or not, and tell you how much we'd pay for them and go through all the guesses like we normally do. So first, as you know, because you've seen so many episodes of this by now, we are going to sniff it, sip it, tell you how much we'd pay for it with each one after the other. You ready, Cole?
I'm ready.
Let's do it. Oh, wow.
Good nose.
Honestly, yeah, the nose is higher proof than I expected.
Let me write down how much I'd pay for that real quick before I forget.
Okay. I think it drinks its lightness. I'll say that because it is relatively light. It's kind of a good like hay straw, light yellow.
Yeah.
The palate kind of lines up with that. So I'm nosing the second one now.
Oh yeah. Did you sip the first one yet?
I did sip the first one. Did you?
Yeah. I did. Oh, I'm sipping the number. You know.
All right. Okay. Cole, do you think these whiskeys are related?
No.
I'm taking the yes.
You're taking the yes.
I am. Yeah. I do feel like the palates of these two whiskeys are very close. So yeah, I'm going to say that this is a direct comparison that he's set up for us here.
All right. Yeah. Real quick, before we get into anything else and we name how much we'd pay for each one, which one do you prefer?
Which one do I prefer? Honestly, they're so close to me. I can't tell you right off the bat one sip whether I prefer one over the other. If anything, I would have guessed that sample one is a little higher proof. There's something a little more spicy. There's something a little more. Oh, we're not getting into the notes yet, I guess.
Oh yeah, you're giving everything away.
Or are we?
Or are we?
Yeah, I do feel like there's just a little something more going on number one. I'm not sure if I like it anymore. But how much would I pay for this? I think I'd pay the same price for both these samples. Same. And that price is somewhere on the order of $50.
Okay. I was thinking 70 personally. Like each one is about 70.
Nice.
Yeah. So we'll see after this break. We're going to write down our notes. We're going to write down our guesses for each pour. And you'll see on the other side how we do.
All right, everybody, welcome back. So we went through both of these samples here. We took some notes, and I'll go through mine first here. So for the nose, I want to kind of compare these two directly. So the nose of the first one, sample one, very herb and spicy. I feel like there were seven herbs and spices here.
Yeah.
I got some vegetal. I got some like evergreen tree, not in a heavy or like stifling way, but definitely more on the herbal and spicy side. And the nose compared to the second one, sample two, I thought was more about like red, purple, fruity. I got a lot more fruit on the second sample than the first. For the
Hmm.
palate, I thought that the first one was predominantly spicy, very light, kind of young oak, like not a lot of time in oak. ABV youth kind of ethanol burn came in a little later. But comparing that to the second one, I thought the second one had just a little something more. I thought the
Yeah.
second one almost tasted like there was more age to
Hmm.
mellow it out a little more. So there were some red fruits that I was getting on the palate too. Could have been all mental, but I guess we'll see. It was just more balanced. There was less ABV heat. There was less
Hmm.
burny spice. It was just kind of the second pour was better balanced. On the finish, kind of just more of the palate notes extending onto the finish for both of these. First one had some kind of higher register stuff, like fruit, a little bit on the finish, like a pear, but it's a little hard to get over that youthy ABV that I was getting more on the first pour. Second
Hmm.
pour was had some nice like baking spice finish, smidge of red fruit. I think overall here for me, the second one was a pretty clear winner. That
Hmm.
sample two I preferred more than the first, but only just a little bit, but pretty clearly I preferred 2-1.
Hmm. Yeah, I was leaning towards two as well. On one, on the nose, I said a little light on potentially bourbony notes, slight amounts of apple, but not like Buffalo Trace apple notes. For the sample two or the bottle two, I said it was also bourbony, similar to the first one. Now that I think about it, also slight apple, but a little more oomph to it in some way. On the palate, I said light palate, but I'm thinking this is bourbon, rye bourbon potentially. Definitely not weeded. I said it's sugary, sweet, but not too many other notes besides like a faint apple to me. Wasn't too strong at all. On the second bottle or the second sample bottle, I said a little more flavor on this side than the sample one, and I'd like to think a little more proof. Still rye recipe bourbon notes, where it's like not too sweet, not too low, but I said maybe even like a little Four Roses is what I wrote.
Ooh, I like
Um,
that.
and on the finish, I said the faintest of apple cider on the finish. Not too long
Uh,
a finish, but still good. For the
I like that.
second pour, I said finish is definitely white sugary, but nothing too flavorful is calling my name. It's a tough one, is what I wrote.
Yeah. Let's do some guesses now. Just
Let's
plow through your guesses on one, and then plow through your guesses on two.
Sounds good. On number one, I said type bourbon, secondary grain rye. Brand, I went with rare character. This kind of had MGP notes to me. Um, so I was like, who does MGP? Rare character, someone does MGP. Proof, I said 88. I was kind of between like 85 and 90, so I just went up to 88. Age, I said 8. I don't know if I still hold to that strong, but somewhere around 8. I'm not like super unconfident in that, but finished, I said no. Bottle, I said Four Roses small batch select.
Nice.
I don't know if I stand behind that too strong, but I gave it an 8.5 score. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
On number two, I said it was a bourbon, secondary grain rye brand. I just hedged a little bit and said Four Roses. Distillery, I also said MGP. Proof, I went a little higher on the proof, a little lower on the age. 92 proof for or sample two.
Nice.
Age, I said 7. Even though I don't fully stand by that because I do feel like number two is a little more aged, I was like, I don't know, maybe it's a 7 year. I just went with my gut on that one. Also, not finished. And then on the bottle guess, I said Four Roses single barrel. Probably not right, but it's Four Roses y. And I gave it an 8.6 as opposed to the 8.5 from batch
Ah,
or barrel
nice.
or sample number one.
smidge higher. I like that. And
Yeah.
for the Four Roses guess, I could stand behind that. I feel like
Yeah.
being a little Four Roses comparison here, that sounds smart to me.
Yeah.
But I
They're
tell you
not
what,
that proofy is why I was like,
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah.
I know. I might have gone a little too high on my proof, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll
For
find out.
me, this couldn't
Mhm.
have been bourbon to me. Once I
Really?
started getting rye in my mind, because I put down
Mm.
bourbon with the secondary rye, but then I was like, it's just too rye. And then I started to think malted rye. So for me,
Ooh.
the name of the game here is malted rye for me.
Nah.
So I kind of went in on this. So for type, these are the same for both. Actually, I said
Mhm.
rye, and I did go ahead and say malted barley, malty bees for my secondary.
Okay.
Um, for the first sample, I said hard truth for Brandon Distillery. Second one, I said new riff. So I'm, places that I know
Yeah,
do
they do
malted rye
a
as well.
multi-beet or multi-rye, yeah.
Yeah, proof. I stayed around 100 because
Okay.
if anything, I'm thinking mid 90s, but I decided to hedge a little with 100. Age
Mhm.
for both, I was down around 4. But the
Okay.
big differentiator here for me was I went ahead and said that the first sample was not finished, and then the second sample was finished in sherry.
Nah.
So for a bottle, for the first one, I said hard truth sweet mash rye. For the
Nice.
second one, I said new riff malted rye sherry finish. And
Oh,
and I did
so
I
yeah,
gave the first one a C, gave the second one a B minus. A little
nice.
leg up for that second one, but we're kind of like average, slightly above average for these pours. I think the $50 sentiment that I said earlier still holds. I think these are decent shelfers, and like nothing off putting about them. I think that
Yeah,
they're good, but they are just they taste like shelfers to me.
yeah. And, it's funny how different our guesses are. This is gonna be maybe a big split on who, wins. You
I
ready
tell
to
you what,
reveal?
the
Uh-huh.
the evergreen note kind
Uh-huh.
of made me think Knob Creek rye, but then I was like, wait,
Uh-huh.
what's the proof on the Knob single barrels or the rye single barrels? 115. I was like, no way, this is
Oh, yeah.
115.
Yeah, yeah. Alright,
Yeah,
ripping it open.
yeah, we're open.
Alright, a nice
All right.
folded paper. Number 1. Are you kidding me?
God.
Oh, wow. Both Elmer T. Lee, which is really weird because I'm getting no Buffalo Trace notes off of this.
I
And
knew.
secondly, the mayor would do 2 Elmer T. Lees, but I'm grateful that I got to try the 100th anniversary Elmer T. Lee because that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Let's break and I'll give my thoughts after this.
We'll go quick to break.
All right, well, we tallied it up, and I mean, wouldn't you know? So, Mr. Cheeseman sending us
The
Elmer T.
Cheeseman
Lee's.
himself.
Who would have thought the Cheeseman? Look at this Dad Year Classic thing here. I love it. I love it.
What
It's
a
beautiful.
pro.
Yeah. So the first pour that we were drinking, number one, was Elmer T. Lee 100th anniversary at 100 proof. So the 100th
Which is,
anniversary bottling of Elmer
yeah,
T. Lee.
which is very generous for the
I
record.
know it is,
Yeah.
and this came out in 2019. I had to look it up.
Nice.
Pour number two was Elmer T. Lee from 2016. So it was bottling of Elmer T. Lee from 9 years ago at 90
Mhm.
proof. So just a
Nice.
standard Elmer T. Lee bottling. So we were doing the debate here on which is better, Elmer T. Lee 100th anniversary or Elmer T. Lee
Mhm.
at least from 2016.
Yeah.
Both of us preferred the 2016, which is
Yeah.
interesting.
It
Both
is
of us
interesting.
preferred just a normal but old Elmer T. Lee, so I thought that was neat.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about this is
Mhm.
we all know, we all know Miss Mayor McCheese loves Elmer T. Lee,
He
and
loves some Elmer.
And like I 100% thought that he might send us this
Yeah,
comparison
no,
to
it
do.
definitely crossed my mind.
I
Yeah,
It was on my mind that it might be this, but the taste, the palate, and everything
not at
of
all.
these pours just tricked me 100%. It
Yeah.
absolutely convinced me that that's not in fact what he did. And
Mhm.
like there is nothing. Cole is Mr. Buffalo Trace, and Cole
Dude, didn't
himself
even catch on to Buffalo Trace at all.
did not even pick the Buffalo Trace off these at
Yeah.
all. So let's run through the scores here real quick. Cole, basically, let's just say Cole beat me handedly on this because he did
Heyo.
correctly identify that this was a bourbon with a secondary grain rye,
That helped me out
uh,
a lot.
and and he was closer in, actually no, proof wise. My
You won
100
on
proof
proof.
guess nailed
Yeah.
it on one of them, which
Yep.
I did say 100 proof for both of these pours, which was
Yeah.
spot on for the 100th anniversary. But anyway,
Mhm.
Cole did say no finish on both, so he got a little
Yeah.
more points there too. All in all, it totaled out for, if you sum up our two pours that we did at the same time, Cole got 28 points and I got only 12. And actually, one of
Wow.
those, the number two pour, I got 0 points on that one because
That's
I even thought that
crazy.
I thought that it was finished. I thought that it was sherry
Yeah.
finished, and I
It's
thought it was
pretty
a
well
malted
wrong.
rye. So just like
Mhm.
zeros across the board there for me on that. So
Nice.
congratulations to you. I'm glad you got to win
Thank
on a
you.
Buffalo Trace heavy episode, but
This
huge,
reads nothing like Buffalo Trace. So,
yeah. Oh,
thank you,
and by
Mayor
the
McCheese. Yeah.
yes, huge shout out to Mayor McCheese. These are
Yeah.
some great shares,
I've
and we
never
really
had the
appreciate
100th
it.
anniversary, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
I
now
tell
I
you
don't have to
what,
spend $1,000 on it.
there you go. I
Yeah.
poured a little bit of a modern day Elmer T. Lee
Mhm.
just because I had to see if
Yeah.
we're crazy. And
Was it crazy
turns
different?
out we are a little crazy. There are
Really?
some similarities here, but
Nice.
I will say the proof shows more on the older pours. The
Gotcha.
the newer Elmer T. Lee to me drinks fruitier and it
Mhm.
drinks less proofy. So it's
Nice.
the newer Elmer T. Lee to me is more of a easy going summertime porch sipper, and the
Nice.
older ones stand up as being a more robust, more flavorful
I like
bourbon.
that. Nice. I like a good, robust, flavorful bourbon. But, yeah, thanks. First of all, a big thank you to Mayor McCheese.
Yeah.
For sending us not only one but two samples. If you guys want to send a sample, reach out to us on Instagram, Gmail, chillfilterpodcast@gmail.com, or Discord or something like that, and we'll figure out. We would love for you to sponsor an episode. But otherwise, if you don't, we still have probably around 200 samples in our pool. So we're
Yeah.
not dying for it, but we would love for you to send something with a key and like a legend and a key or whatever they say. But
You know what's ridiculous?
yeah,
Uh 200-ish samples, 52
yeah.
weeks in a year. We have 4 years worth of reentry buzz
Dude, and it
content.
grows faster than we can drink it. So it's in perpetuity. We're going till
Gosh.
forever. So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll be
So
in a
but yeah,
nursing
guys,
home
thank you so
in
much. Oh,
rooms
go
next to
ahead.
each other. We'll be in a nursing home in rooms next to each
Oh
other
yeah.
recording these. Yeah, it'll
Be
be
like,
great.
I get notes of pineapple and
We can high five through the
malt.
wall at each other.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. But thanks for joining us, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed. A little bit longer than usual episode, but we were drinking two samples. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys can buy yourself a bottle of Elmer T. Lee yourself. But most of all, thanks for joining us on Chill Filters, the Reentry Buzz. Oh.